I'm David Dockterman, and I teach a course called Impact by Design at the Graduate School of Education. Impact by Design is a design course that focuses on our education students tackling, defining a specific problem and designing to create change. One of my challenges here is to get students as quickly as possible into the design work, the skills of iterating and questioning and defining. And to do that, they need to have a lot of background knowledge and understand a lot of content. So I thought ChatGPT and generative AI could be a tool to help accelerate them through that problem definition and content acquisition phase so they could get more into the work. And part of that then was to invite them into the sandbox and to guide them in questioning a generative AI like ChatGPT as a partner in building that definition. And I have an example of what that was for a student who was interested in group work. He looked around Harvard and said, boy, we put students in a lot of opportunities to work as a group, to do projects together, but there's a lot of frustration in the students in how that works. And so he wanted to address that. How might we make group work more effective? And so he needed to understand, what are the dimensions of group work? What's the purpose? What's it all about? What needs to change? And so he turned to ChatGPT, and you can see here as I scroll through some of actually an assignment that he delivered. So he could show me how he interrogated a generative AI tool to help him think through the construct of group work, what are its dimensions, and how you might approach it. And so this kind of work was really helpful for him in getting deeply into the content, in thinking about frameworks, in helping him get into the work more quickly. And this was a great mechanism for students. Now, not all students were ready to go as deeply as this student was, but it was a great launch point for most of them. And I found that this has been a really helpful way to consolidate and accelerate learning for students in service of getting them to the instructional goals that I have for them at this time.